You know that feeling, that incredible energy when a bunch of people just click over something they love, like music?
Oh, yeah, definitely. That shared passion is powerful.
Well, today we're kind of strapping in for a deep dive into exactly that, focusing on NR1 drum and bass.
They're this collective, right? And they're not just playing D&B. It feels like they're, living it.
Absolutely. They seem like a real force.
So think of this as us digging through their online world, their site, their socials, trying to get a feel for what really makes this crew, this NR1 crew, so vibrant.
Okay, sounds good. What's the mission then?
The mission basically is to understand the beating heart of NR1 D&B. Why are they making such waves? What's their secret sauce?
Right. And looking at their stuff, what jumps out straight away is that they really define themselves by community. It's not about like being a big label.
Exactly. It's about the shared enthusiasm, isn't it? You see it
Mhm.
right off the bat. The events, sharing tunes, it feels genuine. Like it comes from that passion, not just marketing.
Totally. It's less corporate, more organic. And their story, it seems to properly kick off in 2018, but there's this really powerful, heartfelt mention right at the start for Johnny AVD, Johnny Too Bad, J2B.
Yeah, the CEO saw that.
That forever in our hearts, brother, it doesn't feel like just a line they added. It feels, I don't know, foundational, like it's part of their core identity.
That memorial, it says a lot, doesn't it? It suggests there's a really deep personal connection there. Maybe that's part of the glue, goes beyond just the music.
Yeah, like a shared purpose. And that feeling of belonging, it's super clear. They literally say they're not a record label, but rather a community of DJs, producers, and fans.
And that distinction is crucial, I think. It shifts everything. It's not about the product first. It's about the people, the shared love, the collaboration,
Mm.
and that feeds into what they actually do. The events, sharing tracks, working together. It all comes from that community idea. They're building the scene, especially around Norwich and East Anglia.
Mm.
Feels very grassroots.
Yeah. Ground up, yeah. And the fact they have weekly events, that's a serious commitment, keeping that community connection going constant.
Right. Every Wednesday and Friday.
Yeah.
That takes dedication.
You can just imagine the energy at those nights, can't you? The local buzz. But it's not just local, is it? They've got the Facebook, SoundCloud, YouTube presence. They're reaching out further.
Definitely expanding that community online.
Plus, get this, 30 plus team members. That's a lot of people.
Whoa, yeah, 30 plus. That's a proper crew.
Ooh.
It really speaks to how many people are involved, the kind of talent they must have pulled together.
It's a big network. And what really caught my eye was their whole philosophy on DJing and MCing. It's not about being the star, necessarily.
What is it then?
They talk about being the soul of the party, focusing on the positive vibes, making people happy. It feels quite refreshing, actually. Less ego, more about the dance floor experience.
That makes sense. That really clicks with the community vibe, doesn't it? Creating that good atmosphere for everyone. That whole positive D&B energy thing they mentioned later. It's about upliftment, escape.
Totally. And then you get this quote. Wow, music is life. That's why our hearts have beats and our body has frequencies.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
It's poetic, but it also feels really true, especially for something like drum and bass, which is so physical.
Right. It just captures that deep connection, that gut feeling music gives you.
It really does. It's like they're saying music isn't just sound, it's fundamental to us.
And they even frame playing and mixing music as their way of interacting with people. So it's not just them performing at you.
It's a dialogue.
Yeah.
Yeah, conversation, using beats and bass lines.
Oh, yeah.
The DJ and MC are actively shaping that shared feeling in the room.
Creating that shared landscape, as you say. Okay, so let's talk about the people then, the artists, the NR1 family. The list is, well, it's long.
Yeah, I saw that list. Impressive.
You've got J2B, obviously, RIP, the CEO. Then Solo, Champion, DJ Pulse, Johnny Slipsy, Mike Check. I mean, it just keeps going. DJs, MCs.
It really hammers home that collective idea, doesn't it? The sheer number and variety of people involved, each one presumably bringing their own flavor.
Exactly. It's not just one sound. You've got DJs like DJ Rinzy, Ordnance, Venom, then MCs like MC Nova, MC Gold, and even vocalists like Zara Jones.
That variety is key, I think. DJs, MCs, vocalists, that interplay creates a much richer experience live, doesn't it? It shows they're aiming for that full-on, high-energy D&B show.
Absolutely. A whole spectrum of sound and energy, which leads perfectly into the events because it's clear that's where it all comes together for them.
Yeah, they say events and shows are inseparable from what they do. Even though they're not a traditional label, the live thing is central.
Right. It's about bringing that energy directly to people. Corporate gigs, clubs, bars, even tours. They seem to play everywhere.
That suggests they can adapt their vibe, but also that there's a real demand for what they bring. For a community group like this, the live event is where the magic happens, surely.
And they keep coming back to this idea of injecting love in our beats and sharing positive D&B energy. That feels like their core mission statement for performing.
hmm It's not just playing tracks.
Mhm.
It's about creating an atmosphere, a feeling. That focus on love and positivity probably explains why people connect with them so strongly. It makes it welcoming.
Definitely fosters that community feel. And if you want to experience it, they make it easy. Regular nights, like we said, Wednesdays and Fridays.
Yeah, consistent.
Plus, they're actively pushing ticket links for upcoming streams and events on their Instagram. They're clearly switched on about keeping people engaged.
Smart use of social media, keeping the momentum going, making it easy for people to join in.
And they mentioned past events too, so there's a history there, a track record. They've been doing this consistently.
That adds credibility, shows they can deliver those experiences time and again.
Okay, so beyond the live shows, how do people connect with the music itself?
Well, they've got tracks available on places like Juno and Beatport,
Yeah.
which is, pretty standard, but important for reaching people who can't make the events or other DJs.
Bridges that gap, yeah. Lets you take a piece of that energy home. And listing on Juno and Beatport shows they're serious about getting the music out there properly within the scene.
Exactly. It supports the artist and the collective, too, and connects them globally.
And their quote about listening, it's pure passion, isn't it? Turn up the volume, close your eyes, and let the music take over your soul.
Yeah, you can just hear the enthusiasm. It's like
Yeah.
this is what it's all about for them. A genuine invitation to just get lost in the sound.
Totally authentic. And you can find more of that sound on SoundCloud and Mixcloud. They're under NR1 DNB. Loads of mixes and tracks, it seems.
Yeah, essential platforms for showcasing DJ mixes and reaching that wider audience. A good place to explore if you're curious.
Like a library of their energy, constantly updated. And they make it easy to connect. 2 socials are right there, plus a sales email, nr1family420@gmail.com.
Open channels.
Mm,
Important for building that community, letting people reach out, whether it's for bookings or just to connect.
yeah, feels very accessible. They also specifically mention a track, J2B The Cold, under the NR1 drum and bass name.
Interesting. Could be a key track for them, maybe a tribute, like you said earlier, linking back to Johnny Feed.
Possibly. Feels significant somehow, like it captures something essential about them.
Could be a good starting point for someone wanting to understand their sound.
So wrapping this up then, NR1 Drum and Bass. It's not just a name, is it? It's this really vibrant community rooted in Norwich, just bursting with this infectious love for DMB.
Definitely. And they're all about sharing that passion to the events, the music online, and this constant thread of positivity and high energy.
They've built something really strong locally, but they're reaching out globally too. It's that commitment to the vibe, the community, the energy. That's what makes them stand out, I think.
I agree. That dedication to creating a welcoming, uplifting space around the music feels like their core strength, a real force in the scene.
So look, if anyone listening is curious about the DMB scene, especially in East Anglia, or maybe you're just looking for some seriously positive, high-energy music, checking out NR1 DNB online seems like a must.
Yeah, dive into their SoundCloud, Mixcloud, Instagram. You'll definitely find that energy.
You really will. It kind of makes you think, doesn't it, about how these local music communities, driven by pure passion, just enrich everything around them.
How that shared love for a genre can bring so many different people together.
Yeah. Maybe think about what passionate music crews are buzzing in your own area. Might be worth seeking them out.